Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with episode 2 of Talks Machina from Campaign 2. Last we saw, great show. I'm loving it. I love Brian as a host. Fantastic host. My kind of host. Has drinks, has fun, curses, no filter. We're all friends. Everything is great. The questions were great. I did a little bit of research, that meaning I did a 5-second Google search after the last episode. And at the end of episode 1, there is about 15 minutes where Brian said goodbye to everybody and said stay tuned for Alpha Midnight, something like Talks Machina after midnight, after hours. I was thinking, wait, since this is Talks Machina and it's obviously not Vox Machina, it's Campaign 2, maybe there's a bonus 15 minutes of another show he does after. I don't know exactly what it is. I also don't know if it is confirmed whether or not there are spoilers in it. I'm assuming, being as it's all in one episode, it wouldn't, but I also am thinking, what if you guys or Miranda is thinking Jay isn't going to watch the after hour stuff, which I would think I shouldn't. I don't know. I just am not going to watch it just in case there's spoilers. But if I should watch it, I will go back and watch it separately. It was already like a 45-minute video anyway, so it would kind of be better to just chop it up into 2 anyway. I did look, and there is also one after this, about the last 15 minutes, give or take, of this episode, is another after hours type thing. I don't know if it's directly related or if it's behind the scenes or what it is. So being as I don't want to spoil it for myself or spoil things for the show, you guys let me know. I'm going to jump into part 1 of this because this is going to all be done in 2 parts. Talks Machina without the 15 minutes is around an hour, hour and 10 minutes. So if I split them up into 30, 35-minute episodes, we're good. So right now I'm going to jump into part 1. By the time I do part 2, you guys will probably have gotten back to me with whether or not I should watch the after hours, and then we'll go from there. But I'm loving the show. Brian is a fantastic host. The people are great. Everyone has drinks. I figured it would be like this based on the watch-alongs we saw of The Legend of Vox Machina. I have to assume it was going to be around the same thing. It's even better, though, because Brian, nothing against the girl that hosted. I cannot remember her name, but I loved her too. But the girl that hosted the watch-alongs wasn't on the friendship buddy-buddy level they are with Brian. Even though I feel like they did do other things together and she was friends with them, I'm so mad I cannot remember her name. I loved her. She was a great host. But Brian, being as he's married to Ashley Johnson, and Ashley Johnson is part of the Mighty Nine, it's a totally different dynamic. It's like sitting down and the host of this talk show is your best friend or your best friend's husband, and you all just get drunk and talk shit, and they all just give it to each other. And I said this recently in a My Little Pony video, just to get off track for 5 seconds. There was a con, and it seemed like everybody in the con kind of were jabbing each other, but in a way that I felt like it was almost uncomfortable to some people. Whereas this isn't. It's all in good fun and everyone is doing their thing. And I love the fact that everyone just gets along and they're my kind of people. It makes it so much more enjoyable. So we're jumping in. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, the Patreon hour for Campaign 2. Hopefully other stuff soon. I said in the other videos how I'm trying to deal with data management right now so I could do more things. Or I'm going to have to like up my tier on Patreon or Vimeo. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. Link at the end for Patreon and you'll see all that. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 2, Part 1 of Talks Machina. Talks Machina. What is happening?
Are we on the internet?
Sam's not even here. What's the point?
What is the point?
Who said that?
Should we go on?
No.
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 We will wait in silence.
We wait.
Like Sam's children do every night.
Oh.
Because
my.
home late.
That's what I'm
Even
talking
dinner,
about.
He's 30 minutes late for.
Oh my God.
The dinner that he prepares. Tonight our sad couch.
He must be
is
right
occupied
off.
by Marisha Ray and Taliesin Jaffe, ladies and gentlemen.
We had Taliesin last time. We
Sad
didn't have
Sam
Marisha. We didn't have
Ray.
Sam.
Welcome, my friends, to
Where's Sam?
an all-new
Is Sam really
episode
not
of
here?
Talks Machina.
I thought it was a
My name is
joke.
Brian W.
Taliesin
Foster, and I will be your host
looked
for the evening.
offset.
Our intro video is still getting its little makeover for the new season, so keep your eye out for that probably next week. The phantasmic Wendy Sullivan, a.k.a. Wendy Doodles. is doing
Wendy
it again.
Doodles. Is it Wendy?
To all the beautiful
Sometimes the
music.
subtitles are off.
We have a couple
Her
of
name
quick
was Wendy, but is it
announcements we're going
Wendy
to do while we
Doodles?
wait
I'm assuming.
for Samuel Q. Regal. Did you know? I know you're here. They can't hear you because you don't have a thingy on yet. Did you know his middle name is Quentin?
Oh, is he getting mic'd up? Maybe that's what it is.
The
Maybe he
famous
just showed up.
Director
Quentin Tarantino?
who is obsessed with feet. Sam's feet.
Ironically, when
Very
when
obsessed with
Sam was
feet.
named,
Quentin Tarantino has
was
a
the director,
foot
he did
fetish.
work at the 20th
Always in his movies. He openly admits it.
How he got
For
named.
him
He openly admits, I have a foot fetish.
And right,
Once
well,
upon
our
a time in
announcements
Hollywood,
tonight.
dirty feet all
Issue
over the
4
place.
Of Vox Machina Origins is out tomorrow. That's Wednesday.
I have not read
Are
the
you guys
comics
gonna
and
talk
stuff.
about it
I
on the
feel
Wednesday
like
Club,
reading
or
the
they just
comics,
announce it? Don't
maybe
talk right
instead
now.
of waiting on campaign one.
Where am I supposed to be?
Look at Sam.
You're
You've
probably
ruined
sit in the
everything,
empty
Sam.
seat.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
One
instead
that's
of waiting
not
on
taking
campaign
up
one, I'll
hasn't
I'll
been
do
a real actor
read-alongs
since
to
he was a
the
child.
comics
Yeah.
or the
You're like Al Pacino.
graphic
We have to
novels.
describe the layout of the things before you can come in and act.
Al
Pacino.
Pacino.
Issue 4. He likes to know where the furniture.
I
is.
want a
Issue 4 of
Dunkachino
Vox
right
Machina
now.
Origins is
Dunka
out
dunka
tomorrow.
dunka dunka
Available Dark Horse
Dunkachino.
Comicsology, anywhere you get digital comics. Campaign 2, Episode 2 podcast is available on Thursday, the 25th. So you
So
can.
fast.
I know it's a super fast turnaround.
I need an
That's
energy
awesome.
drink.
And last
I'm
but not
doing like
least,
5
your
hours
sister
of
this
Critical
morning
Role today.
was nominated for a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah. My sister Tanya was
Really?
nominated for editing I, Tanya.
Yeah.
No way. Are you shitting me?
She
You
did
gotta be
fantastic
shitting
job,
me.
by the
Yes,
way.
she did.
And
You
I
gotta be
was halfway
shitting
through
me.
The movie, I watched
His
the
sister
cast,
is I, Tanya, and her name is Tanya. That's interesting.
who's watching right now, and my phone's gonna start going off. She's gonna get strange now, motherfucker. But halfway through the movie, I'm like, the editing on this is fantastic, and she's like, yeah, Sam's sister did this. I said, oh, that's where the talent
Yeah.
went.
Well, I know that most of your audience.
Oh
are
my
voters.
God.
Anyone out there watching, please vote for
Hey.
my sister.
I've got
Doing great.
Andy Dick usually watches
Sure.
the show.
Definitely in the academy.
Martin Landau is a big fan,
Even
even though he passed away last year.
Oh my God.
Anybody? We have
Brian's
any
got
other
a great sense of
anybody gonna
humor.
make any
It is
appearances soon, or,
different, but my kind of different, and not really different from the people I chill with, but from what I see on these kind of things. Brian's great. Love him.
Watch things.
Ashley
that are
Johnson,
cool.
love her.
That's always.
She's
nice
not even
to
here. Love her.
watch Our other things. We
Sam,
have a lot of other shows.
the
Watch
biggest
them.
fan of the other content.
I love
Dubai shirt. My friend just got back from Dubai,
Like trailer
business
talk?
trip.
That's
Bought me
the
a
show
shirt.
where
It's
they're
beautiful.
In a trailer. It's Mac
It's so
D in the
comfortable, I'll
trailer
tell
that
you
he
what.
lives in with
Yes,
him.
correct.
And they're discussing movie trailers.
Yeah.
in the trailer.
That's actually a pretty good show. We should pitch that show.
I'll sell you I'll pitch you the idea for $10,000 after. Okay.
He's just got a great
Without
way
further
about him.
ado, let us discuss
When he jokes,
episode 2.
he never, like, some people will laugh harder at their own jokes than the people listening. Episode 2, the show of Scrutiny. I love that he's got his own episode names too. Great. Oh wait, no, that is the name of the episode. That actually is the name of the episode.
That's
The
what,
people got to see what we're about to discuss.
That's called a title
in
card.
text. That's a
Title card.
It's just a title card.
But there was swelling music behind
there
it.
is?
Why
and
do
it
they
had
all
the
look so
title
red?
card.
There must be
didn't
red
hear
lights.
any
Look
of
at
I
Brian.
think your
Great.
mic was live
They must
the
be.
whole time
I really hope it.
over that title card.
I didn't see anything.
Are all of them? I feel like there's a lot of Irish, Scottish type
Well,
blood going on.
We have some
Marisha's got
frivolous
fire red hair. Talzin's always very red. Liam clearly is one of the above.
some crit roll
I
stats.
feel like I'm Irish. I feel like there's a lot going on.
10 minutes and 12
I'm
seconds
Irish,
passed
Italian,
between Bo
50-50.
declaring that
Irish,
jails were
Italian.
not her favorite terrain and getting arrested.
Not Italian. I'm Italian.
10 minutes and 12 seconds. Caleb's smell was commented on 8 times.
Caleb's
that's a-
smell.
I'm enjoying it.
Fan favorite.
I'm enjoying the fan favorite. You know,
We already know
what I
about
love
that.
about Liam is that this campaign he was
What
like,
I love about
gonna make a
Bruno,
real
is that the
jovial
song?
dude.
We don't know about Bruno. That just won an
Just-
award. Just
you
won an
know,
award.
like, because Vax was so, he's kind of like,
Serious?
all of us in high school.
Sure,
you know.
sure.
My energy level has kicked
I
into
get to
high
let
gear, guys. I
loose.
had
I
an
was
energy
like,
drink
I'm a
and
fucking
drank,
man of
and
the
now I have
world.
another
I'm
one.
Sucking the marrow out of every second of life
yeah.
and just
He's
laughing my way through the new
It's
year.
now all of us from college, which is that he has to read a ton and never showers.
I know, dude.
It is so cold.
Taliesin, your hair,
What?
your eyes are turning the color of your hair.
Or is it that my hair is turning the color of my eyes? This was.
I don't doubt that you lack within you the magical power to make either of those.
That's
things.
true. No, yeah, no, this was intentional. I was
You're
trying
turning
to match.
violet.
You're turning violet. I just had references to Willy
7
Wonka.
natural 20s. The most.
Gene
in an
Wilder. I
episode
found
of
out
the
Elon
second
Musk
campaign.
bought Gene Wilder's
Well,
house.
Just none of them have
And it has
to be
secret
whatever
tunnels
time,
and weirdness in
not
Gene
get
Wilder's
arrested.
Yeah.
old house, because now it's Elon
Real
Musk's.
shame.
Real shame.
Real shame.
By comparison, the most nat 20s in a Vox Machina episode was 14.
Wow.
And this had 7.
Whoa.
Are you
I
sure?
don't know. I'll have to. Danny, is that.
The funny thing is, I thought there was a
By,
lot of natural
Taliesin,
20s,
you
and there
rolled
was twice as many in
43%
Vox.
Of the natural 20s in this episode after surrendering the golden sneak cheese.
Power was not in the.
The
in the
golden
Power was
Sneechy.
inside me all along.
I hope your memoirs is called
He was almost half
Power Inside.
of the natural 20s. Well,
That's
that means he was 3. If 7 were rolled and he's almost half, he rolled 3 natural 20s. That's not mind-blowing. Percentage-wise, it sounds crazy. But
Fascinating.
when you take the numbers into effect,
Avatars and screen names.
doesn't
such
mean a
as
whole lot to me.
Arsqueef and Cardamom.
I'm a big numbers guy. I gamble a lot. I'm very into statistics and data. Don't just show me a percentage. I want to see the numbers.
So children and
If you
old
got
people
1 and 1 and it's 50-50, that don't help me
Level
much.
2, they go down easy. What do you want?
also, I think it merits pointing out. Matt creates the children and the old people for us to discriminate against.
Line 'em up.
You know,
I don't
it's
know
a
if
I like the way
chicken and
you-
egg situation here.
See, now I'm looking at it through new eyes. I didn't like Bo in the beginning. I despised Bo in the beginning. Not despise, that's rough, but I didn't like Bo.
children.
Now I love Bo, so I will. It's like, you know, if you hate somebody, you're gonna be like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Now I give a shit what she has to say.
Kids are bullshit.
He knows.
Kids are bullshit.
we
It's not
didn't-
going to be a shirt.
Kids are bullshit.
Kids are bullshit.
We didn't kill any? Did we kill any?
I love
kids.
kids. I'm just kidding.
Sad is that you
But kids
don't
are bullshit.
remember.
I mean, we could have.
It was 4 or 5 days
You
ago.
killed 4, 8 one of them.
Well, I
Where's
don't-
our alcohol?
I
Oh,
don't
they do
believe
have
any
drinks.
of them
Okay.
died.
I was gonna say, am I the only one drinking?
Definitely
My friends here told me we were all drinking. What's happening here?
A little girl yet.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Critical
She's on the
role.
suspect
I think I saw that on the billboard. Critical role. They haven't killed a little girl yet.
Critical role.
Amanda
No
Tharp
dead
has a
children
question
yet.
For Sam, the
Haven't
actor
killed a
who
girl- well,
used to
yet.
play Carrie. As
Well,
a-
do we kill?
as
No,
a
we don't kill the
goblin,
girl. We kill
not
the
hides her true
baby
form and
Manicore.
walks through society. What are her impressions of Jester, who accepted her so quickly?
I think not as fascinated by Jester, a being who is out loud and proud in the world and doesn't seem to
Out
care
loud and proud.
about what anyone says or being polite or
That's where
lowering
I
her
feel
voice
that my shoe is
or just
squeaking.
any sort of social norm.
That's where I feel it goes
It's
too
not as
far.
very-
You should
has
be
to on edge and
concerned
is guarded
about
the whole time.
politeness,
So
but I get it.
it's
That's
a-
the
it's a cool
character.
friendship that Nott is discovering.
That wasn't me. That was
and
not.
that I'm discovering sitting next to Laura Bailey.
Yes.
I love that. I talked about that in the last episode. I love that Sam and Laura are next to each other.
How do you guys feel about seating arrangements?
What is Brian's shirt? What is on his shirt? There's like a dude with a hat, but I can't see what it is.
Travis was a fun, unexpected one. Because I had a dynamic with Liam in the previous game,
Yeah.
but I didn't have.
Yeah.
The Keyleth and Grog
Vax
ones I felt
and
were
Keyleth.
few and far between.
Yes.
They were rare gens.
That's true. That's true.
We had a few, they were always great.
That's actually
Yeah,
really
happened.
well. See, I don't know Vox Machina like you guys probably do,
Team
but based
combat
on the show,
But not.
Grog and Keyleth probably
Yeah,
interacted
that's
the
cool.
least, and now they're best friends. That is kind of
Before
interesting.
we got the Wormwood table, you guys used to actually have to sit on top of each other so we could film it.
Yes, it was. We were stacked up like
Yeah,
the Brady
it was
Bunch.
like
Just
pile 'em on.
But bunk table.
Yeah, handing each other snacks,
Yeah.
like Hollywood Squares.
The,
There's a good reference.
That's the good
One for the
That is a good
There's
reference.
also-
Hollywood
yeah, no
Squares.
chairs.
Gilbert
This is
Godfrey
the
was on
concept we come
often.
here for.
Recently
That's
passed
why we have
away.
Yeah,
We
this
have
is what
new-
we break down.
New chairs
honor
that
him.
have backs to them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
Cheers
there
to
used
Gilbert
just be a
Godfrey.
bench with someone stapled a bunch of cotton to the bench
Pretty much.
and then covered it in
100% true.
fabric. It's
It
literally
always
what it
not
is.
sucks
wrong.
if someone got like
The bar?
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking bar.
If you got got caught in
Sat on
a
the
rag,
bar.
you're like right in the crack.
Travis does the furious knee shaking.
Yeah.
So
He
then
does.
that can, tend to rumble. the
Who
set.
is that?
Chairs.
You-
We
you-
bought.
You're a knee. You're
I'm
a
a
knee,
super big knee shaker.
knee shaker too.
Yeah, my
Sam and I
face
got used to it last game.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
It was a blur by 500 episodes.
You know what I do is I just take
Right
a bunch
now.
of horse tranquilizers.
500,
before I play
500.
I don't ever really twitch. I just move a lot. You guys see, I just go nuts. I move a lot. I don't twitch. Maybe that's why I don't twitch, because I allow myself to move.
Oh,
So nervous.
Nervous.
be
This is
nervous.
Brian's show. And nobody watches.
you don't have to do anything. You just sit here, and then at the end of the night.
See the fact that they could say that so comfortably. I when they say rude things to each other, I watch the faces of everybody. No one gives a shit, which is great. Which means they're on that level.
Did you grab some influence from Legend of Korra this time?
No, none at all.
Really?
That is 100% none.
Interesting.
That is not all blue monks. You
Seeing
get.
as Keyleth
Not
took a
all-
lot
not
from
all
the
blue
last
monks and
Airbender, I
blue
guess from the whole
clothes.
bending
Don't
kind of
have
thing.
anything to do with Airbender. No, but it was like one of those things. Like, nah, shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
As soon as people, I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
But no, she's in blue for reasons that I cannot disclose.
Oh,
yet.
what?
Oh.
There's a blue. There's a blue backstory.
What?
Everything is intentional. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I just kind of threw darts at
That
the
is
board
not
for
true.
mine.
Oh,
You
yeah, I have
always
some
act
questions
like
about
that.
that.
So full of it.
I
You
have
are
some
so
questions.
I don't
That's
know how to
interesting.
play
I gotta
that.
shave my stash. It's getting in my mouth and I'm like eating
Motherfucker.
myself. I'm eating my
Allison,
feelings.
Yeah.
at Random Indie wants to know. This is just any random indie. What can you say about the relationship between Yasha and Molly Mock? How much does Molly care that Yasha?
I love sometimes the subtitles mess up. Molly
only
Mock,
sexual
Mock 1, Mock Rider.
Purely sexual. I say since this is common. This would be relatively common knowledge. If anyone asks, they'll say it. She's prone to this. He's totally cool with it, and I'm really looking forward to, on some level, getting into like the whole Carney attitude to this sort of thing of like.
My shoe keeps squeaking. I
doesn't know
apologize.
anything, you
It
know,
has a dog in it. I have a dog
no,
in
they're
my
cool.
shoe.
If he sees her again, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like, really, that was the moment.
Yeah.
That was your moment.
Yeah. Sam and I know all too well what it's like to have women just
Up and
out of us
vanish.
for months at a time.
Well, lure us into a tent and then run away.
It happens every day.
If I had a nickel.
If I had an
I had a nickel. If I had a nickel, every time I got lured into a tent,
this is a question
and
to everyone but
horribly deceived and abandoned.
Okay.
This one's for the dudes. At Gruenchuck.
Grew
What
and
went
Chuck.
through your head when Bo tried taking out the guards while in shackles?
Oh, well, in context, it makes sense.
It's not just.
You don't make a gender issue when there's not one, Foster.
I don't? Throw away my paycheck.
Foster. I like how she called him
So
Foster.
sad that I wasn't there to watch that. I think Molly would have.
yeah.
I'm aware.
Watching that and would have just.
It's in
like,
his
slow
name.
Clap. Even in the manacles, he would have been slow clapping the entire time.
Yeah.
He is just delighted watching you fall on your face. Like he is getting some sort of weird issue out. Like with your character.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
I would.
would say what, but maybe he was like beaten up by a monk in high school. I don't know what it was.
Oh, yeah.
He's got something where he's like.
He's got monk baggage.
Maybe he's got monk baggage. See, they add
I
so
thought it
much
was
to
really- I
each
thought it
other.
was a daring
He was
and brave
beaten. They just play off each other's
exciting,
insanity.
and
Monk
sort of speaks
baggage.
to, we're still not quite. At least I'm not quite comfortable playing at levels where you can't just do everything. Like, oh, I'm just gonna beat up these guards.
You guys have told me
Nope,
Vox
can't even
started
Move your arm.
where they were already at a certain level of
Yeah,
height.
I didn't notice
They've
that
got to
the guards
grow.
Were holding chains
Yeah.
in my hand.
I
Of course,
also, I enjoyed that you were like, I punch this one in the face, punch this one in the stomach, kick this one, and then Matt's like, no, you.
Guys,
don't
I'm sorry.
even
I just
move."
drank like 200 drinks and a seltzer 8.
Wait, were you there before? the game.
I'm killing this last
You
monster
know, when Matt was
energy.
like, "Don't be afraid." He was like giving us like a pep talk. He
Oh
was like,
no.
Oh yeah.
Don't be
Oh
afraid.
yeah, that was
think
my
you
fault.
got there late.
Sorry.
You were there. You were
Yeah,
there.
I was there. That pep talk was entirely my
Wait,
fault.
what did he say?
I apologize.
Why? Did you come in all Debbie Downer? And
No, I
apologies
just had
to
like
the
a
Debbies
thing where I was
out
like,
there.
by the way, I just
That's
wanna,
it for
like,
the
I wanna,
seltzer
like,
now,
point out
too.
that these were a couple things I wanted to make sure like you were used to that, like if I forget to. Like,
I got those Vizzy still.
that these are some of the, and he's like, oh yeah, no, I expect you to like push the narrative. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I mean like I'm gonna do that. He's like, no, okay, I'm gonna give.
Entirely because of you.
Oh man, now he's gonna give a speech because I was like,
So he
I
gave a
think he
speech.
just wanted to. He gave a speech about.
Marisha looks a little
like,
drunk.
last
I hope she
campaign,
is.
We all kind of got comfortable in getting in ruts of just being like, I attack, and then Matt describes. So he was like,
So he wanted us to take
to
the-
embellish.
I think Talzin is too. I feel like whenever Talzin gets that red, he's getting a little drunk.
All right, you shoot
It's
an
either the
arrow.
Irish or the Scottish. I don't have that,
He
but
was
my
basically
sister and my
like,
mom get
let it
very red when they
extend
drink.
As far as your character has control.
That's
and
the
then
Irish
he'll
side. My mom's
have-
the Irish side.
He'll explain the character's
Obviously.
reaction and what actually.
I think I got
happens.
the Italian
getting
side.
behind the scenes
I just get
stuff
dark in the
out of
summer.
This show. This is a
and
good
I'm-
show. Bro.
You are finally
Never read.
starting to see the value.
It's like a catch-up meeting
program.
as well
Yeah.
as dual purpose.
That's cool. So that's what you were doing. You were doing the color.
So I was trying to do the like I'm gonna do this elbow and then this, and he was like, but none of that happened. So I was like, well,
Never mind.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Fucking I tried.
Yeah.
And that was the only like attacking we really did that game.
I know.
no, yeah.
I wonder why.
It'd be fun.
I wonder why that's the only attacking you did that game. Probably because the shit was hitting the fan and you're low
What
level.
was for dinner? What did you guys eat for dinner?
Yeah. Well, tonight it was Mexican food.
It was very nice.
Yeah. Did we have a plate set aside for you by Ryan Green?
Trust the circus so much that like I was like, we're not gonna go there. There's nothing there but guards. And so like I literally like we wandered the entire town because I'm like, well, nothing's happening there.
It wasn't a bad call. I mean, it was like follow the victim or go to the scene of the crime. Well, the scene of the crime is crawling with guards. So let's follow the victim. Oh, the victim was just apparently random.
Yep.
Took 2 hours to figure that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good at
Yeah.
that.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
It was a blast.
We got to know the town a little bit.
You did, yeah.
Got a
And
new
each
bar to
other.
go to.
And each other.
Draft paper.
And each
Well,
other.
we're going to give away some free shit.
Yay.
Ooh, really fun stuff.
Yeah, we are going to continue giving away awesome.
We always have this fan art.
GIF and fan art of the week.
Fan art of the week. I'm already on board, guys. Last week, amazing. I thought the fan art. I thought the fan art of the week last time was amazing.
Welcome back.
Everything. It had the carnival
Our winner
people, all the
for
carnies.
Episode 2 of the new campaign was sent in by Lunapocalypse, aka at Lunapocalypse.
Is it Loon? The
Oh yeah, this is good.
oh my god, it's like an old school game.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's amazing. How do you even? I mean, it's really
That's
good. That's really cool.
That looked like specifically
What you
some
win, Lunapocalypse.
role-playing game I played when I was younger. I mean, maybe it was just a generic template, but that looked so much like something
Make
specific.
sure they get the post-it note.
Tox Machina GIF. I've got Critical Role poster. I think we knew that's what this was. But thanks for the sticker.
You're
We're
welcome.
gonna get this signed by the remaining cast members of Critical Role.
I feel like a cat just came in.
That was a
but I
great
don't know where
gift.
it
As we
went.
all know, it was a spoof of that popular video game, Uncharted.
Yes.
It is. That was not
Took me
Uncharted,
right
was
back
it?
to,
That
Uncharted.
couldn't have been Uncharted.
All right.
It was definitely a video
congrats to
game,
you.
though.
Remember, you can submit gifts for
That was like some
for a week
old ass
by emailing
NES or
us
Super
at
NES.
toxmachina.com. Moving on.
Moving on.
Hadley DeForty has a question for Marisha Roy.
It's almost
Why did you go
420,
after the
but
little
different.
girl, and
I
is
feel
there
like it's a
something in Bo's
reference.
background that affected this choice of action.
Oh, it's DeForty. It's literally a name.
Taliesin. Is that all you want to say?
That's all she could say.
There is
Yes.
something in Bo's background. It was not just a random stupid decision. She, saw, was maybe projecting a little bit on the little girl. She had a little sympathy for her.
Because of her own past or someone else she knew?
Her own. It's got to be her own.
Was it?
I had a couple follow-ups, but
It's got to be her own. Obviously, at this point, I mean, it's got to be her own based on what I know. Maybe I.
every Thursday night on like 4 different channels. Hey, Taliesin.
Yeah.
Onions Have Layer Action is back
Funny.
with very funny. With the question for you. That
Onions have layer action? I need to see this on a. I need to see this spelled
It
out.
has layers.
It has layers. Taliesin is a traveling performer. What was Molly's impression of Not and Caleb's Magic Bowl performance?
Layer, like a dragon's lair.
Kind of, in his opinion, needs work. It was not. It was not a great pitch.
We didn't have a lot of razzle dazzle.
No, and I was really more interested in seeing how much of a rube Jester was. Was like, are you actually going to manage this to this poor girl? Yeah. Wow, she's easy. Good to know. Like, she's just filing away. Like, if I need to, I can pawn something off on this girl.
Poor Jester.
Poor Jester.
No one's saying poor.
She just
No one.
she doesn't give a shit.
No one's. I mean, I agree. I'm never saying poor Jester.
Little
Ooh,
dodgy.
I feel like I need to go back a little. We're just constantly changing position based on the lighting of my life. Lighting of my
Yes,
life.
How much, Jacob Thomas Bush wants to know, how much did it hurt to say I love trinkets so much?
It didn't hurt at all.
Glorious.
It was glorious.
It was a glorious comedic moment.
the love that dare not speak its name.
Yes.
No, I'm happy to be on Team Trinkets now.
I feel. Why would that be a bad thing? Am I missing a
In a
reference?
totally different way.
What if you
Maybe that's like a spoiler kind of thing. I don't know what that means. Why would he? Why would he not want to be involved with trinkets?
Yeah, look at Mickey Rourke when he goes out to buy the bacon.
It's hard.
He looks like he's wearing more stuff than Mr. T would.
What is
I'm
Taliesin
just
doing over
worried
there?
About
Oh my God! Is he? Oh, he's playing with Trinket the bear.
what did not steal?
Because they're talking about trinkets. Is that why he's playing with Trinket the
I'm
bear?
just worried about the shit that Not's going to steal over the course of the campaign. That people are gonna like come up to me at cons and give me like,
yeah.
here, take this broken baby bottle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. I'll be like, oh,
Oh.
this is a thing that I created now.
Oh yeah. Why does it not steal
Buttons.
like
Who's got the buttons?
Tesla or
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
something really
Then don't be like that. Say
maybe one of the
chunks
more
of gold.
wealthier Critical Role fans like Max or something would donate a
She just like
you just gotta say, not always steals a chunk of gold from every person. It's a thing. So when you see me at a con, give me a chunk of actual gold. If it's fake, you will die.
Oh yeah.
Not from me. It's just
it was
it's just
platinum
a thing.
flask.
Platinum
And
flask.
then
I need not explain why. You just die.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so the flask, the never mind.
Yeah.
I had a joke that was gonna just go nowhere.
I have to
Just wanted
stop
a
this
banded ship on it.
That's
At
fine. You're allowed.
That's how shitty it was.
32.
You're allowed
Out of
one
all the
32.
jokes
So we
that
got
I
8
actually
minutes.
let
I just want to
out,
make sure.
Which were,
This
yeah.
one was so bad. That's how bad
That's
it
a
was.
new level.
Can't even imagine.
Rhyming planet.
See, the good thing about
is here
Brian's
to save
delivery
us
is if
all.
he
The
tells a
question
bad joke,
says
he's
if
so
we can
fluid
reveal
with it that it like
already how old
would
the
go
character
away.
is. People are especially curious about Not.
I
A lot of people ask.
don't know. What do you? We gotta
Ooh.
reveal this in game, right, guys?
No, you can do that whatever you like because you like
It's,
you know, you can
totally
add to
up
the
to you.
visualization.
See, we don't really know what Sam's age is. We've literally just talked about this in episode 9 of the campaign. How I'm like, Not is of childbearing age, but not.
Matter, then you can say it here.
I'm gonna sit on it.
Good.
I'm gonna sit on it.
That's the only one I cared about.
Yeah.
In all honesty, that's the only one I cared about. I wanted to know Not's age. I mean, Bo is obviously a human, so she's got to be like 20s,
Bo is
maybe.
young.
Yeah.
Bo is a
Teens?
young human
Young human.
girl.
5 years old.
I would think like maybe 19 at
She's double digits. Yeah,
double digits.
But
But like
She's like 20.
22, that's what I figured. I was going to say maybe I could accept 19, 18, but she's got to be in her 20s.
we'll get it out of it later.
It's not a big secret. I just want to come out in.
Yeah, I'm
Or
for it.
I mean, you guys have pretty much told me Not's young. I know Not's young, so I'm guessing Not is like
the writing druid
16
is the question for me.
to 19 in that vicinity, a little younger than Bo,
What's
but
it like not
around
playing
Bo,
innocent
like, but a little younger, probably the youngest of the group, definitely the youngest of the group.
Well, the fist didn't work out extremely well this time, but
Well, they were
will.
chained up.
They will in the
The
future.
guns were chained up.
Yeah.
My guns were chained up. My guns.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Like yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. It's fun. Once again, I think that is kind of why it's fun sitting next to Travis, because I feel like we kind of swapsies in some way.
Swapsies.
Kind of the moral guys. Let's not be talking such shit.
Swapsies.
And I'm like,
That's my new favorite word.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I know, it's interesting.
We're gonna watch some like kung fu movies.
I
And
do.
get some cool
There's
moves.
been research.
Old school kung fu movies. One of my favorites. I grew up with it.
Oh, he was my favorite guy in the world.
My dad was a massive fan
Yeah.
of Kung Fu the Legend. And then David Carradine hung himself while masturbating.
Pins art here. Pins are there. Pins art there. Wants to know, what made you choose to play a female character?
That's what I'm just doing because he did it.
Oh, nice.
No, because
'Cause
I
women are the
wanted to
best.
change it up
Pins
and do
are
something
there.
different, and yeah, I just wanted to do something.
That part of it wasn't chosen by Liam.
No, Liam just said you're a goblin rogue. And I
Okay.
had to come up with some reason for being a goblin and
Call him
reason
out
for
on
being
his
a rogue
bullshit.
and
Liam said
all
he
that
did
stuff,
not.
and,
But I mean, they're friends. It's all good fun.
yeah.
And how did you land on the voice?
I would totally be a girl in
I
a
watch Mrs.
game like this.
Doubtfire.
Like I would have no problem. I would like Bo's character is probably something along the lines of what I want to be, like a parkour martial artist monk. I mean, that's kind of like
when we played our Section
why I'm probably
Zero,
drawn more to her at the end.
Me and Liam were both sort of a little bit testing out voices. Him more so than me. He was doing like some heavy German, and then he kind of backed off it, and then he kind of brought it back in a little bit. I was doing mostly nothing. I was just talking like me. And then at the end of the game, I was like, wow, that was super boring.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to, I tweaked her character a little bit, and I wanted to give her a voice that would suit her jittery character. So
Yeah.
I did that weird voice that now I'm committing to.
How do you feel about all the crazy?
It works. I mean, I feel like some of them have dialed more in on
It's
it.
amazing.
Marisha, you've seen a bunch of stuff
Oh,
probably.
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
We have an epic fan art winner tonight, which I'm going to get to after Taliesin answers this question.
Oh no.
This is from Wolfie Dude 14.
Wolfie Dude 14.
What was the thing you were kicking yourself for not doing when the group was trying to get out of the inn?
I was kicking myself for not dropping a little bit of coin at the front and making a polite, if anybody asks, we're upstairs and asleep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Just like
Smart
dropping a gold and being like, hey darling, we're just anybody.
We kind of noticed that with we were like, oh shit, we missed the last step in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is you got to stuff the bed.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
got to stuff the
So
bed.
she was going to be our stuff in the bed.
Yeah.
Hashtag stuff the bed.
I was like, it's
True.
probably going to be fine, but that would
Stuff the bed.
That would've been
Ferris Bueller, one of my favorites. I totally know what they're talking about.
Sleep.
Yeah, or at least like an extra buffer. Like if you take
Some
care of
time.
things like that, then it's a good way of keeping the DM from like really like hitting you with it later. If you were actually like careful enough to.
See, and that's correct. If you showed you acknowledged that it would be a problem possibly, then the DM will respect that and therefore won't let it happen because you were
Well, our
aware.
next giveaway.
Oh.
I feel like
Is for you
after the
fans to
giveaway,
create and send in
we'll take a
incredible
break.
Fan art that we were just talking about for moments during Critical Role. It's time for fan art of the week.
Fan art of the week. This is the one I was waiting for. Fan art. Oh, the other one
Those things happen.
was
The music just did.
GIF of the
I
week.
know, but
Fan art. I don't know if they.
that was earlier when you did the.
I guess they
title
did
card at
GIF
the
of the week
beginning?
and the beginning. I guess that makes sense because I watched part
Can't
two.
afford the music
So they do
to play
GIF of the
more
week
than
and
one
then a
episode.
fan art of the week.
Right,
Okay,
We got $5
got it.
budget increase per episode.
$5
And
budget
that's
increase.
all going towards food and booze.
Oh my! And it's all going towards food and
This week's
booze.
fan art winner was sent in.
We're
by
getting some
Max
pop
Dunbar,
off by the
aka
handle.
@Max_Dunbar. Let's take a look.
Oh, that's my fan art.
I've seen that one.
Me neither.
Yeah, I've seen it, guys. It's right here. Ready? We're gonna find it. If I can find it. Oh my god, how funny is that? That's the one
He's
Ray
a
picked.
comic illustrator.
Boom.
And he has a book
Oh,
coming
I
out.
can't even boom you. Ready? Take my boom away.
He has a Gears of War
Wow,
General
look at those
Rom special
expressive
coming out
faces.
I don't even have to see it, guys. Ready? Boom. Look.
Yeah, they're all pretty fucking amazing.
There it is.
I've got some sweet.
There it is.
Yasha looks amazing.
The jacket.
All right, I wondered. I even said I was like, I didn't ask Ray. My brother did this, but I didn't ask Ray. I just was like,
Yeah. Oh,
Thank
look
you
at that.
to everyone who submitted.
Look at that.
Congrats
That's
to
my
you, Matt.
thumbnail.
For your art, you will be winning this.
Here you are. You will be winning
Purple
this.
Heart Dice Tower system.
Heart Dice Tower
From
system,
our
and
friends
I
at
will drink this
Winerwood
for you.
Gaming.
I want that. The
anyone using
Strong Jaw Ale. Can you buy that? I don't want it to be real. I mean, that I want to be real. I don't need it to be filled with ale. I just want a Strong Jaw Ale barrel for like behind me.
Yes.
What wormwood are your pants?
Cedar plank?
What wormwood is your pants? Cedar plank.
Particle board.
Particle.
Oh my God, look at Sam. He's amazing.
All right.
Love Sam. Love Sam. Yeah, that was great. Cedar plank. And then he does a little body rubbing and kisses the camera.
Much better than my day job.
All right, guys, that was short by about 45 seconds because I'm going to do 32 minutes and 32 minutes. That brings us to whatever the after hours midnight thing is. It was a little short of that, but he's about to start asking questions and then we're going to be in the middle of a new thing. That was a perfect place to stop. They talked about the giveaway. They had the fan art. I wonder if it'll work out like that every time. Maybe it's timed and done in a routine where the GIF of the week and the fan art are in the first 30 minutes. And then maybe I'll do it from there. I keep trying to find ways to do it in breaks. Like, for instance, the campaign itself, we have the halfway break where they do the fan art and then we finished it in the live stream. So I'm trying to see if Talks Machina does something similar. I don't know. I'd have to go back and see because the way Miranda chopped up the first one, I just watched what Miranda had for me and then I finished the rest of it based off that. I'll have to see how a couple of these go before I can say for sure whether it would be like that. I mean, even the campaign itself, there are some episodes that aren't split evenly and then we have either crazy long parts or a crazy long Patreon hour or a even longer live stream. I don't know. It's happened once or twice. Either way, loving Talks Machina. I love the campaign. Don't get me wrong. It's all amazing and great. But there is a lot of downtime where we got to like do roles and learn things and stuff like that. And that's all good and well because then we could talk and I could drink and we could do our thing. I'm not arguing about that. This is just like great questions being asked, explaining the things that I would be wondering and letting me know things that you guys would have probably already told me and things I probably already know at this point because I'm going into episode 10 after I finish this right now. But there are some things that it's just like there's so many questions in my head. I don't think to ask them all during the episodes I do, but then I try to read all the comments and a lot of you do help a lot of the time. And most of the things I need to know, I do know, but there are some things I just forget to ask or I don't think to ask because I'm like in the back of my head, like, I wonder what this is like. For instance, in the beginning, they talked about how they all met together, stuff like that. Sam just tapped more into not how he chose to be a girl. Why did he choose to be a girl? That was a weird thing. According to the question asked, I don't think it was. There was a comment made either in this one or the one I just finished on episode 1, the part 2 version of Talks Machina. They were like, no, you're going to probably lean more towards the thing you are. And yes, I guess you would lean more towards the things you love, but I would go outside the realm of race and sexuality and stuff like that just because those are things in my mind that wouldn't affect your battle. Like, I have a certain way I'd want to battle and fight and be as a character, but those things to me wouldn't affect my sex or my race. I mean, I guess some things would based on your height and size and weight and stuff like that. Those things wouldn't factor much in. I mean, as far as aesthetically and wanting to be different things, it would come into effect based off of my personal opinion and likes and dislikes, obviously. As far as fighting and battling and stuff like that, none of that would matter whether I was a guy or a girl in my mind, because it's a fantasy world. You can pretty much do whatever you want. I think Bo is probably the most badass of the group right now, in my mind. Even though Ford is probably bigger and tougher and stronger, I don't know. Jester might be the strongest of the group because Jester does some crazy feats of strength. I don't know. Bo is like some crazy kung fu ninja master monk person. It wouldn't matter to me about stuff like that, but I dig that people ask the questions. And while we're doing it, we get awesome Brian hosting and Sam and everybody else doing insanity, drinking their drinks, having their fun. And I'm jumping into part 2. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon, the hour-long Patreon hour, dozens of shows, not even on YouTube yet. Link in front. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.